Well, I think it could be the start of a big love affair, and it's probably the most sensational goalkeeper Manchester United will get for a long time, because in many ways Onana is sensational. He has been sensational for Erik ten Hag when he played for him before at Ajax, and in my opinion, he's an absolute world-class goalkeeper, and he's very keen to join. I think the clubs are getting very close. He's agreed on the terms which Manchester United have laid out for him, his personal terms, and I think he's just waiting for the clubs to agree a fee. And what I understand from his agent and from the clubs is that it is very close.
Look, you say he's sensational. UEFA report on the Champions League say that he's as good on the ball as he is as a holding midfielder. Is that what you think attracts him to United?
Well, that's exactly what made him so popular here in the Netherlands at Ajax. I mean, some of his antics were almost hilarious at times, but always brilliant. And in the beginning of his career, I think he was a bit overconfident. He arrived at Ajax from Barcelona as an 18-year-old, where he joined, and he was very young, very ambitious, and he didn't cost the club anything. But they were so convinced, and who was convinced? That was Edwin van der Sar. I think some of the scouts of Ajax dare not really touch him. They thought he was, a liability with all his tricks and antics. But van der Sar, who was himself, of course, a brilliant goalkeeper at Manchester United and for the Netherlands, and Ajax said, look, we want to get this boy. He's going to be brilliant. I want him to come to us. And he joined Ajax. And ever since, he was a huge success. And I think now there is a bit more calm in his game. And we could see in the Champions League final when we were in Istanbul, it was just amazing that some of the build-up he does and the way he plays. Indeed, he can be a sweeper, he can be a fullback, and he can be a midfielder. But let's keep him in goal, because that's where he's best.
And what about this relationship then with Erik ten Hag? Because, of course, he made his first team debut under him, didn't he? How big a factor does their relationship play in all this, do you feel?
It's an interesting one, Vicky, because there was a tense time, of course, when he had the doping scandal. We all know what happened there. Well, the way he put it, he said he took a little vitamin or an aspirin from the wrong pot, and it was his wife's slimming pills. Well, in the doping world, people know that slimming pills could mask something else. He was banned by UEFA for 12 months. That was later brought back to 9 months. But ten Hag was really disappointed. So were Ajax, and especially the fans. But the respect between the two of them, Erik ten Hag and Onana, has always been there. There was a mutual, huge respect. And why? I think when two people are top quality, ten Hag was a good coach for him. He was a good goalkeeper for ten Hag and his side. And I think that's always remained. And I think they're both very keen to rekindle that relationship again.
Marcel, in your vast knowledge of European football, I mean, is there any other keeper, in past or present, who has a similar style, or do you feel he's a bit of a one-off?
I think, in a way, Van der Sar himself was a bit like that, because he could really distribute the ball like him. But Onana is well, some fans call it crazy. He could be crazy on the pitch, but there is always logic behind it, because he thinks he's so confident of the way he distributes the ball, and it's rare to find another goalkeeper like him, because nobody has the confidence Onana has. And if United succeed this week in bringing him in, I think that the fans will love him.